And as consumers, there are 4 characteristics that dominant companies know about us. And I'm going to share those 4 characteristics. What in my mind is a dominant company? To me, it's somebody who is got at least 50% market share. They're growing twice as fast as their competitors. Most importantly, they put the customer at the center of their universe and they engineer backward. It all centers around the customer, not the shareholder. All I need is a single competitive advantage. I'm gonna pick out a business where I can have and leverage a single competitive advantage, and I'm gonna ride that baby to success. That was 1995. Well, dominant companies don't think that way. They say we have to be all things to all people. We have to save them time, we have to save them effort, save them money, and give them the very best user experience. And I tell investors, look, I'm not telling you what to invest in, but if a company didn't meet at least 3 of those criteria, saving time, saving effort, saving money, and or giving the best user experience, they may not be around. They may not be relevant because somebody can come knock them off. Dominant companies don't have to spend the amount of money that, conventional companies do at advertising and marketing. And the thing that dominant companies do is they minimize the amount of time it takes to engage them. They know it's our most precious commodity, so they say, if you're going to use me, the dominant company, I'm going to make sure I don't waste your time and I minimize. Time is our most valuable commodity. No, it's not money, but it's time. You can go to your bank account right now, probably pull it up on your mobile app, and you can see how much money you have, but you don't know how much time you have. So time is our most precious commodity. And the thing that dominant companies do is they minimize the amount of time it takes to engage them. They know it's our most precious commodity, so they say, if you're going to use me, the dominant company, I'm going to make sure I don't waste your time and I minimize that amount of time. Okay? So that's number 1 that you'll see. Dominant companies are all about saving us time. Number 2, and some of you may not like this, some of you may not agree, but we are fundamentally lazy. Now, said in a more politically correct term, if we had our druthers, we'd rather not exert energy. Dominant companies know we want it easy peasy. We don't want a lot of effort to be exerted to engage a company. Okay? Number 3, what dominant companies understand is we like value. We like deals. We don't want to be nickeled and dimed, and we don't like fine print. We want to know up front what any and everything is going to cost us. So that's number 3. We like value, we like transparency, we want to know what we're spending up front. Number 4, we love a great experience. We want to be treated like we're the only customer any company has. I came up with this formula, I call it the hassle quotient. And let me tell you how it works. And the reason I came up with a formula, it's mathematical. You can use it as a KPI. It's something you can measure. The old adage, you can't manage what you can't measure. This is something you can. Okay? And it works like this. The numerator is time, effort, and cost. My formula, a 1 is great. A 1 means I spend the least amount of time, least amount of effort, and I pay a competitive price. The denominator, customer experience, is a high number, so 10 is great. So a perfect score in the hassle quotient, giving consumers a hassle, is a 0.3. But here's the key. You're not sitting in a conference room or a boardroom and say, well, hey, how good are we? Oh, yeah, we're great. We save a lot of time. Our customers hardly experience any time or effort. We're really good at our pricing. And man, do we give a great experience. No, 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 no. To get these numbers, you talk to your customers. It's 4 questions. Dear consumer, compared to other options, how much time, how do you rate us on the amount of time it takes to engage us? Dear customer, compared to our competitors, how much effort do you have to go through to use us? Dear customer, how do you rate us on price? Both total price, transparency, no surprises. Give me a 1 to 10. And then Mr. Customer, Mrs. Customer, how was our customer experience compared to other options you have? If you have a great experience, you may go tell 3 of your friends, hey, I went shopping, it was awesome, they brought me pizza, and gave me a tie. If you go and have a bad experience, you're going to tell 10. It'll be a magnitude of 3 times. And now guess what we have? We have this thing called social media, where you can let everybody know about your bad experience. Nobody talks about mediocrity, do they? We don't want to hear mediocrity. We want to hear what's great, and we want to hear what's really, really bad. And of companies, more than anything else, the amount of time you have to go through, the amount of effort, the amount of price you have to pay, more than anything else, they can control your experience. And shame on them if they don't give you a great experience. If you own a company or managing a company, please, please don't be mediocre. Nobody cares about mediocrity. So those are the 4 things: time, effort, cost, and user experience.